of the nation, and everybody's talking about Iowa this morning as we wait for the results of the Democratic caucus, because we still don't know any more really than before the caucus.
The Iowa Democratic Party telling the press early this morning and on a press call at like 1 o'clock that we won't have numbers until later today. Joining us this morning is Casey Nolan with the latest. Casey, good morning to you.
Good morning to the both of you. Yeah, this is not the news Iowa Democrats wanted to wake up to today. One longtime political observer posted overnight. Turns out the app was not viable. Here's what we know. The Iowa Democratic Party is, quote, manually verifying all precinct results. When will we have those results? Well, that's not clear. The IDP has promised it will be sometime today. So what went wrong? Well, we know the Democrats were reporting more information from their caucuses this year, the first and final alignment numbers for the first time. It's not clear if that extra work was part of the problem, but we do have several reports of problems with the app precincts were supposed to use to report the results back to the party. The backup plan, by the way, did not seem to work much better. Several precincts have reported problems with the phone line that they were supposed to use as a backup for reporting results. We spoke to a county chair late last night about his experience with the app that seemed to cause so many problems.
The app seemed to work fine last week when I tested it. There was an update that came through over the weekend, and that did not work for me. And then today, when I tried to log in on my iPad, a keyboard popped up on the screen, but it was only half of a keyboard, so I only had half of the digits and half of the letters to use, and that meant I could not type in my PIN to access the app. So it was one of those situations where we had a backup telephone number and we had to use it.
And again, problems with that backup for a lot of folks as well. Here's the Iowa Democratic Party Chair Troy Price. He says at this point, the IDP is manually verifying all precinct results. We want to emphasize that this is a recording, not a hack or an intrusion, and it's exactly why we have a paper trail and systems in place to uphold the integrity of our process. Now, we're also told that in at least 3 instances, precincts inaccurately reported results to the app. So perhaps the app was working, but the results were not reported correctly. So with no official results, there is no clear winner. But if you went to bed early last night, woke up in the middle of one of the speeches from one of the candidates, you might have thought you were listening to a victory speech. Each campaign came out and tried to spin what little information they have as positive for themselves. And then Elias on to New Hampshire. So a lot to sort out still here in Iowa, though.
Yeah, and they're not going to wait. They've got campaigns to run, and they've got the next big contest. Casey, thank you for being out there last night for us and for bringing us up to speed.